Bob, we were talking this morning about how you were, Carol James and the taxes on her desk. I thought that was interesting, if you want to expand on that.
Well, there's one of the leaders of our industry was in seeing Carol James, and they made conversation about a variety of things concerning our industry, and Carol James made the comment that she had 23 new tax measures on her desk, most of which were wealth taxes, that deciding which ones to lay upon us. And, so I need to repeat that. It's not happy news, but that's where this current government's going.
It's like pins in the voodoo doll, right? Just, yeah. So I want to move on.
I just want to comment on this affordable housing. Avatar and I are on the board of UBC Properties Trust. And one of the things that we're tasked to do on behalf of UBC is build affordable housing for our faculty and staff. And we're building hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, in fact, and thousands of affordable housing units. And we do it very straightforwardly. We own the land, we hire architects, we hire the contractors, we get the buildings built. And then we rent that housing for 75% of the market rent. And so what we do at UBC, I think we do a very good job at. We provide superb housing for our faculty and staff. And in terms of essential services housing for the City of Vancouver, or if the city wanted to build affordable housing, the city owns all kinds of property within the city. They could easily build thousands and thousands and thousands of units, just like we do at UBC, if they would just gain some basic confidence and competence to do that. And they could very much help the affordable housing issue in the city.
I agree.
I want to move on to our next topic. A new interesting trend has emerged in Vancouver, and it's strata or condo office or industrial product. And it's become, I think Vancouver's probably the leader in North America, from what I can see. Why do you think this is happening? And Colin, I'm going to start with you because you do a lot of mixed-use projects. I mean, are you surprised at the demand for retail strata, office strata, industrial in our city?
I don't know if I'm surprised by it. I mean, if you think about it, I think it was probably more the industrial side that I would think has been around a little longer. And if you think about, especially in a low interest rate environment where you can potentially get, as a business owner, you can get some good financing from BDC, you're paying down some principal, you're getting capital appreciation, you get a bit of a depreciation shield, so that shelters some of your income. And you don't have a landlord telling you what to do, and you don't have to worry about your lease coming up. So I think there's probably a premium that you'd pay to have those benefits. But definitely you'll see more of it in a low interest rate environment, which we've obviously operated in a long time. And I think if you start to see interest rates increase, you'll probably see less of it. On the office side, my uncle actually sold a building downtown, strata office. He got some record prices. We hadn't seen that in the city. I just don't know how deep the market is for that. And I think that was a bit of a carryover from money that just wanted a piece of Vancouver real estate, more than an indication if that's a viable product at that price point. I think it's really there was a bit euphoria in the market about owning Vancouver real estate. I just don't know how deep that market is.
So after our firm, Nicola, along with some of our partners, we've been building a lot of industrial strata, small bays, and I am surprised at the demand. In your career, I mean, you're selling a lot of people want, the real assets, but there's actually demand from small investors, small companies that own their own piece of real estate. So what's your view on this strata phenomenon?
Well, I think it's here to stay. One of the problems physically in the Lower Mainland is we are essentially landlocked. So if you want to be in a certain area of town, you can't always go out and buy a half an acre or an acre of industrial land and do a build-to-suit. A, it may not be affordable, and B, it's probably not going to be in the location that you want. So I think the stratification of industrial space and office space does give more flexibility for Vancouver enterprise, no question.